What's up? Honor Hammer 26. I'm going to give you my ROH Glory Bond Rate, the final countdown review. This is the last show for both Bryan Danielson and Nigel McGuinness. Overall, this is my show of the year, bar none. Well, actually not bar none, but this is show of the year by a little bit. I don't have many at all. I mean, I have one. I really don't have any complaints with this show, but I'm not going to give it a 10. I'm going to give it a 9.75 because I've given I think 2 ROH Blessing and Honor and Supercard Honor 3 about the 10, but it's not on that level, but it's on the level of Glory Honor 5 Night 2, Better Than Our Best, shows like that. So let's get right to it. We have the opener, Rhett, Titus versus Colt Cabana. This is just an okay match. A good opener though, typical Colt Cabana match. Nothing much besides that. 2.5, just good opener, and really no complaints with it. Went the length it should have went, and that's that. Then we got the Dark City Fight Club, John Davis and Corey Chavis versus Cheech and Claudio, Up in Smoke. I thought this match would have been a little squashy, but actually I was very surprised to see that it was pretty good. They gave both these teams a chance to work against each other, and then they did this big guys versus small guy type of thing, and it worked really good in my opinion. I think this match was better than their match, the opener the night before with the Young Bucks versus the Young Bucks. I mean, this match was really good in my opinion. I'm giving it 3 1/4. I mean, definitely proves that Cheech and Claudio can get more Ring of Honor bookings. I mean, aside from being maybe like on HDNet and being jobbed out. Then we got a rematch from Final Battle 2008, Claudio Castagnoli versus Kenny Omega. This match was better than their match at Final Battle. Definitely, Claudio looked very good here. Did the I forgot they gave a name to it, maybe the UFO, where he does the spinning no-handed torture rack thingy. The New York City crowd just popped so big for that. It was really cool to see, and there were also some very cool moves in here. A little bit of a screw job ending, but it really didn't hurt the match because it made sense with the storyline getting Claudio over as a heel. So, and nothing really booking-wise made me go, huh, on the show at all. So, I'm going to give this 3 1/2. Very good job. Then we got a 4-corner survival, Delirious versus Sonjay Dutt versus Grizzly Redwood versus Roderick Strong's match. This is one of the best 4-corner survivals, probably the best one I've seen since the Hunt begins. Just 4 guys went out there and just basically had a basic 4-way match. It was a little bit of a spot fest, but still, I mean, for a 4-way match that went only like 10 minutes, what else are you going to make it? Like a technical wrestling clinic? I mean, especially with guys like Grizzly Redwood and Sonjay Dutt in there who really are known for their being small and high flyers, and you have Delirious and Roderick Strong, who are 2 very good performers, especially Roderick Strong. So 3 1/2. A little bit of the ending was a little bit weird, but still, the point was across and getting Roderick over. So 3 1/2, very good job. Then we got the match of the night, in my opinion. Some of you might not agree with me on this, but I thought Ladder War 2 was better than the main event. Ladder War 2, ROH World Tag Team title match, the American Wolves, Davey Richards and Eddie Edwards versus Kevin Steen and Generico. Eddie Edwards is more over than Davey Richards in the match because of what happened last night in Boston. Basically, this match, it was nowhere as good as the first one, because the first one we had never seen anything like that in wrestling before. And basically, this one wasn't trying to be a copycat of that match. It was basically more of like a feud ender type of match, like a lot of the we're not gonna do more innovative spots to the ladder. We're just gonna try and hurt you with the ladder type of thing, kind of like what Jericho Michaels was from No Mercy, 08. And this match was just very stiff, and just man, this was just some of the most brutal ladder spots I've ever seen. Some brutal table spots. I mean, Generico did a sunset flip, powerbomb from the top of a ladder to Davey Richards, and Davey Richards went through a table. Edwards did a back body drop. I don't give away too many spots, but these were some of the ones that I marked out the hardest for. Did a back body drop from the top of the ladder, and Eddie Edwards went through the table. I mean, this match was just amazing in my book. Not enough to make it on my top 10 countdown, but it was still very great. I'd say it was amazing. 4 1/2, just it was totally amazing. I forgot to say that when Bret Hart came out earlier, it was that was pretty cool as well. I mean, he did it pretty good. I mean, he was talking about Owen, and this crowd was eating it all up, and it was very cool to see. And today, this is the last Bret Hart ROH appearance, and it looks like this might be the last one, or at least for a pretty long time, because he's signing a short-term contract with WWE. So Bret Hart did the best one he's done on this DVD. Then we got the Grudge match, Chris Hero versus Eddie Kingston. I did not like this as much as some other people did. However, I still thought it was good. Eddie Kingston, this is his first really big place on ROH card in a pretty long time. Probably since Cage of Death. I mean, he was on that show in Edison, but I think that's it. Basically, these two have very, very good chemistry from each other with other promotions. I was hoping this match would show people why Eddie Kingston is awesome in ROH. It really didn't show why he was awesome. It showed why he's good and he can brawl, but it didn't show why he was awesome. I only give this match 3 1/4. I mean, the ending made sense, but I just feel that they stalled a little bit. And then no really major complaints with this show. I mean, this is not a complaint at all, but basically, I'm just gonna give it 3 1/4. I mean, I felt they could. I feel that this match could have been better if they had used weapons. Basically, this is a perfect match to set up what happened in a final battle between the two. Then the near crowd, we heard this music called "No More Mr. Nice Guy" come out, and they're wondering, huh? And the commentators actually did a pretty good job playing it up. Did Petey Williams or Austin Aries change his music? Or I think they said, did Austin Aries change his music because you knew that Austin Aries was coming out? Or did somebody change their music? And then out comes Jim Cornette, got easily the biggest pop of the night. Very, very cool to see. Talked about TNA and how he's now the executive producer of HDNet. And basically they credited up. That was very cool. Actually, before that was Austin Aries versus Petey Williams. That match was it was basically part of the ALL level. Austin Aries drew Bret Hart, and then Petey Williams said he came out and just wanted to challenge Aries, and Aries said he was like 36th on his list, which is like 500 spots higher than he was on the PWI 500, which was pretty funny. And basically, they had a good little match here. Crowd was chanting Twinkies, which was pretty funny in my book. It didn't really add or take away from the match, but in my opinion, in a world title match, maybe it shouldn't have taken place. But they were all over Todd Sinclair in this match. It was so funny. But as a match itself, it was pretty good. I liked a lot. I'm gonna give this 3 1/2. Very good job here. Maybe if they had a little more time, they could have gone to the 4 level. But I mean, Petey Williams isn't universally over in ROH, and maybe they could have used this world title match in a spot where they aren't the main event. So there's that. Then after Jim Cornette talks about all of that, back to his speech now. Aries comes out and says he's going to be the first man to get Cornette fired from the trifecta of WWE, TNA, and ROH, and basically just a whole back and forth between Aries and Cornette, which was great. Then we got Jay and Mark Briscoe versus the Young Bucks. The start of Disc 2 on this DVD because it's 2 discs because the show is so long. This match was great. I still think these two teams can have a epic classic together. Like they can go 4 1/2, but this match was only 4. Definitely some great double team moves, and both these teams are actually brothers, so they use that as kind of motivation in this match. So this is better than their match from HNet, better than their match in Dayton. 4, very, very good job here. And the main event, Nigel McGuinness versus Bryan Danielson. What else can I say? I mean, this match, their final appearances in ROH against each other. This match was amazing. 4 1/2. Not as good as the Ladder War in my opinion, but this is still an amazing, amazing match. The crowd was so into this match. This was probably the best crowd. This crowd was probably the best crowd I've seen in pro wrestling in this year. I mean, maybe ever. I mean, this is probably the best Ring of Honor crowd since Supercard of Honor 3, which helped that show. This crowd helped this show a lot. Basically, Bryan Danielson and Nigel McGuinness had shadows of their previous matches in ROH. They did like stuff they did in the Unified match. They did stuff they did in the Driven match. The Weekend of Champions Night 2 match, which is also an extra on this DVD. From the Rising Above VIII match. I mean, it just combined, like, kind of combined all the matches and even threw out some new spots, like the ending we had not seen between them before. So that was pretty damn good there. Then they had the 2 people come out and the locker room come out and wish them both goodbye. Nigel went first, said his goodbyes, and then Dragon said his goodbyes. And I had not seen so many streamers at the ring when Dragon came out. I mean, in my life before. I mean, it was amazing. 4 1/2 stars of this match. Overall, this DVD is absolutely amazing. You have to go pick up now. I'm going to leave the link to where you can buy it in the description box. Go pick this up now. You also get Les Thatcher on the bonus extra as a comment on Bryan Danielson and Nigel McGuinness, along with sit-down interviews with Bryan Danielson and Nigel McGuinness, and their first match at Weekend of Champions Night 2, like I said. Basically, pick this show up. It's show of the year. Better than Enter the Dragon. Better than Final Countdown Tour Chicago. Better than anything in Japan. Better than Untouchable. I'll see you guys later.